Okay, it's obvious I don't know what in the world I'm doing here with regards to video. But I figured I can move over this way a little bit. Why is light on? Turn this stupid light off. Okay. So it's obvious I don't know what I'm doing with video. I usually don't do this kind of stuff. But I made a template to show my workflow. I'm not gonna actually make a song, I'm just gonna show you what I do. So I use chord pads like in Tonality to trigger the chords on the piano. And if I need to input, obviously, MIDI, then I'll use AUM 2, routed to the piano. I set up 2 tracks. You can see that one's for piano, this one's for bass. And I use Tone Stack Pro. I have these 3, these are like instruments, all routed to A. And then, when you get to A, over here is the input. You'll see it's routed to Koala. So then I can make the tracks in Koala. And then I use the new feature in Koala. Now these are all sent to B. So this is gonna house the drums, the keys. It's a little glare on there, isn't it? The guitar, and then the bass. That way I can adjust or add effects to each one of those. And then finally out to the master channel. And you can see the master channel, I have it stacked with what I usually run, which is like Haze 2 and Real Bus for a little character, and then a Q3, which is just a basic balancing thing. And then I might add something to the final for that. But you can see then that everything routes from B to there, and that's the final. So it's like having the instruments here. This is what where I'm receiving all the data and putting it in, right? Or the audio. I'm saying data, that's funny. And then the master channel on the end. And then, of course, Neon, the 4 pockets Neon is what I'm using too, which will be, eventually will go here. I'll have this go to another bus, probably like C. And then this will be bus C, right, connected to here. And then I'll add in Neon, which is pretty cool app from 4 pockets, which will allow me to basically have one strip to put the final on and then send that out to where it needs to go. And that's pretty much my workflow. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and update my workflow with this added so that way I don't have to do it. Cool thing about Neon is if I wanted multiple tracks, this feature here allows you to change the color, so that's pretty sweet. And that's it. That's the workflow. Pretty simple. I usually start with drums, so I'll build the drums in Koala by using the samples, right? Import samples. When I want to record something, I'll do that. I'll record and then I chop it up, the recording that I did, which will come from the live bass or guitar, or then a synth or whatever I use for instruments. And that's my whole workflow.